talking about what took her from working in the fish industry to being an artist that I'm a bit of a fan of. Thanks for being with us this morning, Sue.
Well, thanks for having me, Adele.
With me and Sue are battling a little bit of the winter sniffles, so bear with us if there's any sneezing. Sue, I wanted to talk to you about your degree. You told us you'd been at Hull School of Art and Design doing creative design degree. So what was that like for you as a journey? It took a little while.
Yeah, the first year was quite a shock, and being I'd really focused my photography before that on the female form.
And now in your artwork, is there very much of the female form, or has it moved on for you?
At the moment, well, for the last year, I love conquering new processes. I weld, I've blacksmithed, and cut metal, and learnt about like paint and different effects. So I was really exploring. I've been really exploring that, and I'm really pleased with where it's going.
Fantastic. So in terms of what you're doing now, can people have a look at your work online and come and see any of it somewhere locally? How can we find you online?
Online, I have an Instagram account,
which is Sue_Caulfield_artist. Is that right? Let me just spell your last name. So first of all, Sue is SUE, and then underscore CAULFIELD.
Yeah.
I almost stumbled on that. Let's just confess why I nearly stumbled, Sue, because people will notice. It's because Sue told me to pronounce her name as if it starts with cauliflower. Sue Caulfield, cauliflower. I might be saying it slightly wrong, but it's Sue_Caulfield_artist. And on Facebook, you are.
My art page is.
I think it's.
Sorry, I've gone.
It's okay. I think it's quite a long page name, but what I noticed was when I typed in Sue Caulfield artist, I think it's artist and designer. So as I typed your name in, you came up in the search.
Sue Caulfield, artist and designer.
So CAULFIELD. So we can check you out on social media. Your work is really vibrant and beautiful, and there's a real range, I think, for everyone. Where are you displaying at the moment, Sue?
At the moment, I've got an account online with 1create.
Okay.
That's 1create.co.uk.
And what are 1create?
There's a team of people. Paul Fredericks is his baby, let's say, his baby. He gets artists, and he puts your work online, and then people can order it, but it's not just normal prints. They're printed on aluminium and in lovely cases. Ooh. And T-shirts as well.
So it's really varied.
Yeah.
Great. So people can check that out. And I think, are you on the high street? Is some of your work available to view on the high street?
Yeah, at Tranagh House. I'm always a bit worried how I pronounce that.
I left you to say on purpose, Sue.
Prue Todd runs that. She stocks a lot of artists' work, local artists' work. Some of a lot of them are kind of maybe on the Asperger's spectrum, or they've got disabilities like that. So she tries to help market their work, and you should go in, Adele. There's some amazing stuff in there.
I do know some of the artists. It is wonderful, and it's really varied. What I'd say is there's something for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, there's things from like a couple of quid up to a couple of £100. So, you can go from a keyring to a piece of fine art.
Which I think is amazing under one roof.
Yeah.
I think ethically supporting local artists and local sellers is great rather than going to the big department stores. That's just my thing. But I think there's a really good feeling when you're putting something back into our community.
It's really boutiquey. It's lovely. And, the people are great to work with, I'm delivering a workshop there on the 17th of February.
Is it just a one day or half a day?
It's a 3-hour workshop, and it's a painting one.
And is it for beginners? Or?
Yeah, it's aimed at beginners, or even if you've got a bit of experience, if you want to come and produce some atmospheric work, let's say.
Fantastic.
I've still got 2 places left.
Oh, great. So if anyone listening would like to check that out, where are the details, Sue, online? Will they get them? Can they message you on Instagram or your Facebook page and find out more?
If they want to send me a message, I have posted a poster that I made that's online on my Facebook.
Oh, brilliant.
But if anybody wants to message me if they can't find it, I'm happy to send it through Messenger to them.
Fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, but before you go, Sue, I'm hoping we're going to have a quick chat about Banksy, because we've had a lovely chat, haven't we, Sue?
I've really enjoyed this morning.
Oh, great, good. Before you go, I'm hoping we can just briefly chat about Banksy, because we know that it's a real Banksy, but since last week's show, there's now another one that's appeared that we don't think is a Banksy, but let's talk about it, Sue. What's your take on, first of all, the one that's confirmed as a Banksy?
I'm really pleased that Banksy chose to come to Hull.
Yeah.
I think this city of culture it's really put Hull on the map, which I'm really pleased about, because Hull's a great place. It's been slagged off to no end.
It certainly has. I mean, over the years we've been rated like the worst place to live and all of that. We've really been in the press for negative reasons. So City of Culture, I think, has massively changed that. But from an artist's perspective, what do you think the impact has been for people who are creative in the city?
It's given people the opportunity. I think it's grabbed the public's imagination, and they're engaging more in kind of creative, whether it's visual arts or parades. Hull Carnival Arts, they do a fantastic job, and I've been in some of their parades, and just I could have cried. I was so lump in the throat, because people were out and they were really enjoying what was happening.
Sure.
So I think it's a very positive thing.
Good. And Banksy, I know you're heading there later, aren't you? Today.
I am. After here, I'm going to go and have a look for myself.
Are you going to go and look at both of them, or just the one that's confirmed as a Banksy?
I'm going to look at both of them.
Oh, good.
And then, hopefully make my own mind up whether the second one is Banksy or not.
They look similar in style from what I've seen on screen. They do look fairly similar.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, I just think it's kind of exciting to... Either way, somebody has done a second lovely piece of art for the city, which, whether it's a Banksy or not. But certainly the Banksy's... It's got lots of press. It's got people together, particularly because we had a little incident where somebody maybe didn't like the Banksy and decided to cover it up, and then people were out en masse to rescue the Banksy. And I kind of think that maybe says something about us as a city, that we do come together as a community when we need to.
We do. Hull people are scared to stand up for what they like or what they want. And, I was really quite upset when, I realised I'd seen heard that Banksy's piece had been, ruined. But when that Paul, there was photographs of Paul kind of cleaning it off, and that made me really proud. I thought, yeah, that's Hull.
Go Hull, yeah, absolutely. And I just think it's part of the story. I think it's just part of the tapestry of Hull. I know people have been really upset and focused on the sort of negative, but I think there is an opportunity to think it shows in all its glory that we do find a way, and that we are quite resilient, I think, as a city.
I think Hull people, they might come, Southerners may think, Northerners, they're really tough, and they've got no culture and no etiquette, and a lot of Hull people speak as a find, which I really like. And generally, I've tried living out of Hull, and I find Hull, compared to everywhere else, it's really, the people are really happy generally and friendly. You can chat to somebody on the bus or at the bus stop,
Absolutely.
And not feel afraid.
And that's my experience too when I go to other parts of the country. It's kind of, people give you sidelong looks if you say good morning, unless you're walking a dog.
Yeah, it's a bit cliquey elsewhere, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas Hull, you can chat to anyone.
Absolutely. So just a reminder before we say goodbye to Sue that you can check out her artwork. She is on Instagram, Sue_Caulfield_artist. Caulfield is Caulfield. If you go on Facebook, she also has an artist page. Just type in Sue Caulfield, and I think it's artist and designer, but it'll come up as you start typing it in the search box. So do go and have a look, and also check out workshop that's coming up. Remind me of the date, Sue, of your next workshop.
I've got one on the 17th of